Hey guys, this is Jenny and this is our Reiki Restorative class, and today we are going to be doing another meditation. And I think it's really important that we do this meditation today because it's so important that we learn to see ourselves and our truths. And I guess, it's one of those things that I'm just harping on lately because we can say that we believe certain things. We can say I am this, or that I believe that, or I believe that I am divine, divinity manifesting as humanity, and all of these things. We can say them, but if we don't truly believe them, if we don't actually feel them in our heart, they don't mean anything. They don't hold weight. You know what I mean? Because I'm not taking the actions and making the choices and living the life. It's through the living of the thing that's the proof of the belief. And the proof of that belief imminent in our being, made seen through our being, that living of the life is what draws other people in. It's the gift that we give back, right? It's not just the gift that we give back, it's the gift that we give to ourselves to live in our fullness. So today we're going to be doing a meditation in our favorite either restorative posture, or you can come into a Shavasana posture. So whatever choice you decide there. But first we're going to chit chat for a second. It's so important. I just cannot inundate you with this enough right now. The one point. All thoughts. The thoughts are a huge component to our manifestation and co-creation in this time and space. The thoughts that we choose to focus our attention on, the thoughts that we choose to feed with our time and our energy. And we have the one point that I am divine. I am God. It's imperative that we train our thoughts to this one point. That I am one with universal life energy, that it is flowing through me right now. To feel it. Give yourself permission to recognize it, to resonate with that truth. And thanking that universal consciousness, you have the ability to accomplish all things through that one point. There's nothing ever that I can share with you that will change your life more than aligning yourself to that one point of focus. Nothing. Everything really essentially boils down to this one truth, this one thing. And that's why I've been spending so much time over the last several weeks reiterating it in different ways. It's high time that we go within our house and put it in order and find out what that one point of focus will do for you. You have to know positively that God or supreme vibration does exist. And that is all power. You can use it to accomplish all things. If you're using that power and limitation, you're not going to experience the fullness of your life. So we have to let go of the self, erase limitation, put forth the command that you are the Christ of God. And now, I've told you guys multiple times on many occasions that I had to break up with a religion. I'm not religious, as in like, organized religion. I'm not into any of that. That's just not my jam. I actually prefer to remove all of the dogma, to remove all of the stigma, all of the social programs, the old narratives, and all of those kinds of things. What does it mean? Like in these books that I've been reading, in the Masters of the Far East, they talk about that Christ consciousness, the Christ mind, that honoring that you are the Christ of God. So in religion, we're taught that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of God, the only Son of God, that nobody else could access that level of relationship to divine, right? And what this book is saying is that it's not that Jesus himself, this idol of this man, lives inside of your heart. It's the honoring of the truth that you are also the child of that universal vibratory energy, that supreme vibration. I am also the child of that. I am also the expression of that. I am that thing manifest in my own experience, yes, but I am also that. I am that first and foremost. And that is what takes that seat on the throne of my heart, is that child of the divine, with all of the inheritance that comes from that truth, from that knowledge, all power that you can use to accomplish all things. The focus, that one point of focus of deepening the relationship with that supreme vibration, eradicating all of the limitations that only I have created that keeps me. And that separation is only an illusion that affects my thoughts and my beliefs and my words and my actions and my choices, that has me living this lie that I'm not the Christ of God, but I'm this lowly human with limited function and ability to express myself and to manifest in this time and space. The instant that you make it definite that you are that supreme vibration, that starts to lay the foundation, the cornerstone of your own temple of being, is that knowledge, that truth, that acceptance in your heart that you are the Christ of God. And from that cornerstone, all of the other pieces are built seamlessly around that place, creating that perfect foundation of being, allowing you to vibrate so purely and fully from your own expression of being, with that knowledge centered at heart, that truth that affects and impacts every word, every choice. So we're no longer manifesting imperfectly, but manifesting perfectly in the truth and the knowledge that I am that. You must know and do. Then love and worship the source of principle enough to do it. Now, when they talk about worship, this is where a lot of us have gotten twisted with religion and things like that. These dogmatic practices of worshiping something just for the action of doing it, right? Which is empty. The worshiping is not in this bowing and humble postures and things of that nature. It's about the humble heart. It is about the surrender to the truth of my nature, without the desire to get in the way, to the need to control, to be attached to outcome, but to surrender fully and completely to that truth. The worshiping of that source is through the living, the life that we create. That is the expression of gratitude, honor, is overflowing when you live the thing, when you know and you do. The way through the thought, but it takes the actual. That you are that vibration. And the instant that you allow that vibration to take, you get up and do it. Everything flows then from that knowledge of being. All of the actions, the words, the thoughts, all flow from that truth. When we get out of our own way, when we surrender to that, when we humbly respect and trust in what that means. Where we're really perfect presence within us and allowing it to fully integrate into our being. We did a different meditation a couple weeks back that was really similar to this. And I like these because I think this just builds on each other and takes it a little bit deeper for us each time, right? So these are those actions that we can take that show that, yes, I accept that truth. Yes, I allow that part of myself to rise forward and to be that prominent aspect of my being. So go ahead and get what you need to get comfortable, whether it be some gentle music and all of the bolsters and blankets and pillows and things that you need to come either into your very, very favorite restorative posture or your final Shavasana posture. Today we're going to be taking quite a bit of breaks in between some of the speaking to give you time to really fully integrate some of these energies, to really fully take this information in and to decipher what part of it is true for you, what part of it is not, what are you ready to receive, what are you not ready to receive, how can you change the verbiage to make it more comfortable and affirming for you. You know, I want to give you a little bit of time so that you can make this yours as intimately as possible today, okay? So go ahead and come into that comfortable posture, comfortable restorative posture, or that Shavasana corpse pose posture. And once you're in that comfortable posture, go ahead and start sinking into your breath as you close the eyes and draw the attention and awareness back inside of itself. Settling down the nerves. Quieting down the thoughts that have pursued you throughout the day, and allow the mind to come to a place of stillness. Feel the ground rise up to meet your feet. Allow it to ground you. Feel yourself lying there strong and still. And breathe. Allow for a moment to pass while you deepen your breath and become more aware of what's going on in your body. Traveling from the ground up. Notice how you feel. Your feet, calves, knees, thighs, and so on. Move upward but gently. You don't want to rush this. So allow a moment to pass in stillness for each area of the body. All the way up to the crown of the head. Once you've reached the crown of the head, lay there as gently as you possibly can. Remain in that place of inner stillness. Notice how your body feels now. how it aligns to your being. And just like before, travel from the head down the body this time. Forehead, the cheeks, chin and jaw, neck, and continuing on gently, softening any lingering energy in your body. And again, allowing a moment to pass in stillness for each area of the body, all the way down to the toes. Once you reach the toes, continue to soften and breathe until your body feels as light as a cloud. And then affirming to yourself, I am one with universal life energy. I know it. I feel it. And I think that supreme vibration, I have the ability to accomplish all things. To train your thoughts to the one point. The first step is fully and completely to control all outer activities of thought, mind, and body, with thought always uppermost, that you are cultivating the habit of perfection, the God habit, the Christ of God habit. This wherever you are. Every time it comes to you during your working or resting hours. See this perfect presence within you. Get into seeing the habit. That this perfect presence, your real self. Accepting the truth that you were born with the supreme and open to receive all of the inheritance that would come from that truth of being. And go a little further. See a divine white light, dazzling in purity and brilliance, that begins in the heart space, at the sight of the acceptance of this truth. And allow it to emanate forth from every center of your being. See it shining forth with such brilliance and glory that it emanates from every cell, fiber, tissue, muscle, and organ of your whole body. Feel of that dazzling vibration. Now see the true vibration of your being. You is the Christ of God standing forth, triumphant, pure, perfect, and eternal. Child, begotten of the supreme vibration, the triumphant, all-conquering Godhead. Step forth and claim this as your divine right, and it is yours. You are one with primal spirit, energy. Actually feel, see, and take hold of this great light. Declare and know positively that it is yours. And in a short time, your body will actually send forth this light. It will soon be known that these cosmic rays have such tremendous penetrating power through all mass, shattering, as it were, the very heart or nucleus of the so-called atom, transmuting it into atoms of other substance, and thereby creating other elements of higher order. And in this way, creation advances into a higher emanation, pure light, or life itself. There's not an atom of space that does not have light and life flowing through it. Just accept truth. I thank you, God, for life and light, abundant, full and free, for perfect, boundless wealth and power, unhampered liberty. This is the mastership of all humanity. Not anyone is excluded. The form again speaks and answers, I am, and all of you are that I am. The voice continues, look beyond me. The voice of God speaks through me. I am God and you are God. Every soul in its pristine purity is God. Silent watchers sitting, hear the voice speaking through that form saying, behold, man is God. Again, the Christ of God comes from out of the great cosmos. Declare that you are the Christ of your own being, child of the supreme vibration, and command the self to live true to this ideal concept in thought, word, and deed. And thus you do conceive and bring forth the Christ. Affirm, I am alive, I am free, I am capable, I am strong. And visualize the energy flowing through your body. With each mantra, another part of your body becomes flooded with this unstoppable, warm energy. I'm alive. Your feet begin to wake up. Feel the energy rise up from the earth that supports you and flow freely through your legs. I am free. Feel that energy rise through your navel and belly all the way up to the lungs. Take a deep breath and expand. I am capable. The energy now flows through the joints of your shoulders and down your arms, past the elbows, into the tip of each finger. Close your hands into two strong fists and then relax your fingers again, allowing them to gently. I am strong. Feel the energy rise up through your throat, expanding as you continue to breathe. Through your face and head, crown of your head. With this energy within you, allow nothing and no one to stand between you and your primary focus. I'm alive. I'm free. I'm capable. I'm strong. Start to wake up the body by wiggling the fingers, deepening the breath, wrapping your hands around your wrists or your feet around your ankles. Roll over onto the right side in the fetal position for a moment. Continue to feel into your own vibratory expression. Then pressing into the palm of the left hand, drawing yourself upright to a comfortable seated position whenever you're ready. We can finish our practice today with 3 long sit-noms. Take those hands into prayer pose, tuck the thumbs into the breastbone, and inhale deeply. Exhale fully and completely. Inhale to begin. Satnam, Namaste. Satnam, I am truth, truth is my name. Namaste, I honor that truth, that unique expression of your own being without the desire to change it. So I realize, like I said, some of these subjects can be touchy, especially if we grew up in a religious background and things of that nature, to call ourselves the Christ or to call ourselves the child of God, but to not hold Jesus above us, but as an equal and a way shower, can almost be very challenging for us to accept, if we don't let go of some of the old dogmas and some of the old limitations. And so if this is something that was uncomfortable for you today, perhaps you've grown up in a religious background and you're having a hard time understanding what's yours and what not yours, this is a great opportunity to just sink into it and decide, what is your truth about that? How do you specifically feel about those things? Some people could look at that almost as like a blasphemy. I don't look at it as a blasphemy. I look at it as our birthright. Jesus came to show us the way, and this is acceptance of the fullness of our being and our ability to live life to the greatest, fullest vibratory expression that we can possibly embody. But I do understand if it's uncomfortable for you guys, you can always reach out to me and ask me any questions that you might have. And I can't promise you that I'm going to have the answers, but I can always do my best to guide you towards other resources or information that could potentially assist you in whatever manner possible, or give you my own perceptions, and then you can just decide how that sits with you too. It's not that I ever tell you anything in an effort to like force you to believe, to see things how I see them. It's more of an option to think for, or the ability to think for yourself and to come to your own truth and your own choices about things. So I hope you guys have a great week. I appreciate you joining me today for this really special and beautiful meditation, and I will look forward to seeing you guys next week. Until then.